is happening tonight.
Dracula's Last Breath. It's Halloween. It's time. I was ready, and so was Q. The day had finally come. This is the moment we've all been waiting for so long. We're battling Dracula. In the morning, 3 of our friends come over. There was Scott from just down the road, Lila from Picton, and Danny from Lanfar Pupinif Gogetif Droflanti Silio Go. They came over to give us food for the journey. How nice of them. We returned the favour by giving them chocolate, because we know how much kids love chocolate. Don't worry though, their parents were cool with it, just so you know. Then, we were off. It's uncertain if we'll come back alive, but we do know that it's a journey ahead of us. It's certainly a long way, trust me, but this didn't deter us. We were more than ready to go. So, we got on the bicycle and sped off we did. Let's do it. Along the way, we travelled through the darkness of the wheat belt. For a long time, we travelled down the winding highway very quickly. We felt the power to face the mighty Dracula as we near this mysterious glow we saw shimmering in the east. As far as we're concerned, it's way further than Boulder, maybe closer to Alice Springs. Once we were atop a hill, we saw this castle about 30 kilometres south of the border where meets the Northern Territory with South Australia. By the looks of it, it's evil. I took a deep breath and continued onwards. This is the moment. There's no turning back now. Once we arrived at the castle, I got off my bicycle to walk across the bridge. With silent steps, I verged closer to the castle. When I stood about 100 metres from the entrance, the glow went out suddenly, and a smaller, faint, red blood glow started to emerge. Things became more ominous now. Then, from out the door, then expanding in size, came Dracula. Well, look who we have here, Dracula said in a strong Germanic accent. Well, Dracula, it's time, I said. Ah, well, after centuries, it's time for you to go down to the hell place, Dracula said. Do you mean the one that's had the fiery underground, or do you mean the place in Norway, I said. Either one, Dracula said. Well, we'll see about that, I said. Then, to our surprise, Liotekque came over from behind Dracula. All that angst in Q sent her out my body, holding what is a powerful sword. How are you on Dracula's side? Said an infuriated Q. We made a little deal to work together to bring this eternal night upon us, Liotekque said. Oh, Q had so much angst and infuriousness. She became so powerful she could power anything within a 90 light year radius. She then told me, Van Thursday, I'm taking on Liotekque, and you go take on Dracula. I understood and gave her the serious nod. Well, since you're on your own, I guess you might never have the chance to defeat me, Dracula said. Not on your afterlife, I said. From there on, Q clashed. I fired shots. The final fight was on. All the blood, tears, and sweat ran down us. But would we give up? Never. Every strike, every shot, every explosion, you name it. Everything was so intense. Suddenly, Dracula swung a move. And guess what he did? He bit me on the neck. You wouldn't realise how painful it was. It was so painful, I screamed like a ghost when that happened. You could hear it from literally far away. At the same time, Q was cornered by Liotekque, sword in hand. So, I only had one last thing left to do, even if it was the last thing I ever did. I had to detonate Tiny. Tiny is the grenade that has extreme power. It looks a bit like a nuke, but trust me, it's so powerful, it's enough to blanket the whole world in smoke. So, I pulled the tag. I set it off and threw it outwards as a distraction for Dracula and Liotekque, since, as a matter of fact, it actually sounds a bit like a coin. From there, I fired the containment ray to finally bottle Dracula and shot Liotekque in the centre. I then called to Q, "Quick, before it's too late!" She flew over, got on the bicycle, and off we rocketed to a place far, far away. Let's say we went to Western Australia. That's safe. Finally, the grenade exploded. It was such an immense explosion, a huge burst of smoke went out faster than thunder. It created a red sky, then a huge bright white flash worldwide in the sky happened. Then, after that flash had gone, there I was, on the grass, and I was like, where am I? I looked around me, and I realised, oh, look at that, we're in Brigadoon. Oh man, that's not far from home at all. Contemporary home, that is. And I had to look at my watch to tell the time, and I realised it's 8 o'clock, the 1st of November. You know what this means? From there, we were so proud of each other because we saved the world. Although the air looked a bit smoky, the sun shone down on us. It was a successful battle. We defeated Dracula, and it was certainly something to remember. Who knows? Maybe you might go on an adventure like this soon. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. And that was the end of the final part of the real, strange and scary things. Thank you so much for tuning in to the whole series. And I hope that sometime soon, maybe you guys might be inspired by us and you might create something of your own. And yeah, you can do that if you like. And soon enough, we might come up with another series, another story. See you soon. Van Thursday, and I was the guy who created the real strange and scary things. All 11 episodes I've done just for you guys, as of course my brothers asked me to. So I put in a lot of hard work just to get it done. And by the 27th of October, I managed to finish this very last episode, and as you've seen it premiere this Halloween, there it is, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it. So, now, you're probably wondering, what's going to happen next? Well, we might introduce to you the Liberators, but of course, because of limited space on this iPad that I created it on the iPad that I created it on, there is very limited space. So, through BandLab on my phone, I'm going to try and produce every episode to you. There are going to be 13 different episodes, as me and the brothers have decided between which ones are the best. Because believe it or not, for the candidates who we have enlisted, there was a 3-way tie between all of them. So, we chose the best 13 out of all of them. And through November 1st through to December 1st, you're gonna see a podcast pop up for each one, titled The Liberators, as you might see. So, I hope all of yous have enjoyed watching the real strange and scary things. It's been really fun trying to entertain. It's been really fun entertaining you guys this Halloween. I hope you have a spooky Halloween, and I'll see you guys again soon. By the way, if you saw a guy on this video and this guy was wearing sunglasses, that's me. That's me. And if ever you saw a ghost, blue hair and all, that's Q, or Queanbeyan by whole name, my girl ghost. And yep, that's pretty much all there is to say. So thank you everyone for listening in, and I really hope you enjoyed watching the real strange and scary things. So I'm Van Thursday, and I'll see you guys around soon. Bye for now. Made in cooperation with the TSC Company Limited, Adelaide, Austin, Ireland.